talked a lot about you being the dugout captain. How much does that mean to you that Nick has that confidence in you to run the dugout?
Yeah, it means a lot because it's kind of funny, but I think it's more than just obviously the dugout captain. I think it's somebody that can just kind of keep the vibes good in the dugout, and being that person that others can rely on means a lot to me.
So are you the guy that kind of comes up with everything, or do you kind of go off of your teammates, or how does that work?
It's definitely collective. Guys will be coming up to me, laughing because they have this crazy idea, and I'm kind of like the veto or like the yeah, let's go. So there's definitely been some things that I can't say on here, some ideas from some of the guys, but yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Ryan, I remember the first pregame meeting of the year down in Spartanburg, and Nick was talking about dugout energy, and he looked right at you and said basically something like, "Are you ready to go again?" Had that been your plan all along? You wanted to do it again this year?
Yeah, absolutely, because I think it's just harder when you're younger to run the dugout, obviously, because trying to get older guys to listen to you is difficult. But now that I'm older and I've been here for 4 years, I feel like guys trust and believe in what I say and don't just shrug it off and get annoyed. So it's been pretty cool to see how much everybody's bought into what we do.
How do you feel when you have to go down to the bullpen and get ready and you have to hoist the mantle on somebody else? Is it like a big decision for you? Is it
It's usually just whoever's been loud and having fun that day. I've been giving it to Patrick Herrera and Ben Higdon in the past, so whoever wants it.
Ryan, how do you reflect on your career as a whole here with the injuries and maybe not, being the Friday ace that you thought you were going to be for a while, but then having this huge leadership role to develop the last season?
Yeah, I think, college has helped me realize that I'm a lot more than just baseball. So at first I was basing whether I was happy or not strictly off my results of how I threw, and I was getting injured and stuff like that, so that obviously wasn't working very well. And then once I realized I can have a much bigger impact in the locker room and with the team as well as on the field, that stuff kind of stopped mattering as much to me. So, a lot of people from the outside may look at it and think of it as unsuccessful, but I feel like I've grown a lot and become a much better person, and just everything, every aspect of my life has gotten better. So I love the leadership role in it.
That being said, you're obviously still very effective when
Yeah.
they have you to this year. How much are you kind of dialed in on the mound right now?
Yeah, I feel really good on the mound right now. Me and the bullpen I've kind of been all over the place this year, doing every role. And throughout my career, there's not really a role that I haven't done. So, just trusting in the experience I have, and knowing that the younger guys are looking at me in a lot of those situations gives me that confidence.
Is the role not having a defined role?
I think so. Yeah, I think just kind of being ready for whatever situation. And I take that as a compliment from the coaching staff, because it's not easy to do, to go in the fourth inning some days and then go in the ninth the next day. Just keeping your mind ready for whenever. I guess that is the role, yeah.
As a staff, how do you guys approach a super regional maybe differently than the regional format, knowing it's only 3 games?
Yeah, I think this one's a little easier to approach because it's just like another weekend series. We have the same guys, and we're used to playing 3 games, and this time we could only play 2. So yeah, I think the key is just win game 1, win game 2, and then see what happens.
Grant said you guys don't really look at video that much of the opposition, but as a pitcher, if you're watching a game and you see, wow, that guy's got a hole in his swing, or certain pitches work, how much do you prepare on each batter going into a game or a series?
Yeah, so the players ourselves don't watch a lot of video, but our coaching staff watches a ridiculous amount of video on our opponent, and they figure out all those things. And obviously it's on the scouting reports and stuff, and some guys like to look at it, some guys don't like to look at it. I personally, I trust in the coach's research, and if he's calling a pitch, I'm trusting that he's done his homework, and that, like you said, there's a hole in the swing or something like that. So they definitely put in the time doing that. That way we just go out and compete and don't overthink it.
Ryan, since you're as well connected as anybody as a captain on this team, emotional leader, how are the emotions on the team collectively right now?
Really good, really good. This team we believe in ourselves, and I think that's one of the main reasons we've been so successful. Especially, you know, Coach Minch talks about don't listen to outside noise and all that, and he said that from the beginning. And I think that's helped us really just be comfortable within our own skin and know how good we are. So everybody's really excited. I'm sure we'll have those pregame jitters. It's hard not to when you got 10,000 people or whatever playing in there for you. So yeah, but we're all really excited and really confident.
Yeah, obviously it's, you know, you guys haven't won one of these yet. Once you get the games started, then it's just another game. But what do you feel like it takes to win one of these?
Yeah, so that's something we'll discuss in the scouting report, but I do really think it's just really important to realize the game's the exact same. It means more on paper, but if we do what we've been doing all year, then we should be able to win. So it's just important with what we do and not being too consumed in everything outside of the game. The game doesn't change at all. So just remembering that will be huge for us.
We've talked a lot about how Oregon State's similar to you guys, do whatever it takes, bunt, steal. How do you approach the game different when you're playing teams like this?
I'd say not really for me. I'm just up there trying to throw the pitch where it's called, but it's definitely in the back of our mind with our positioning on the field, whether we have to pull our third baseman in a little bit for the threat of the bunt and stuff, things like that. But we'll definitely hammer home in practice throughout the week, whether it's a pitcher being quick to the plate so they can't steal on us, just things like that. The little things definitely change a little bit. But.
Ryan, you know that runs are precious. The
Right.
further you go into the postseason, what does it mean to a pitcher to see his teammates go out there and, you know, maybe manufacture a run, a walk, a steal, bunt, whatever it may take to just get you a run?
Yeah, that means a lot because it just never feels like we're out of it, ever. And that gives pitchers a lot of confidence because even if you do struggle a little bit, you know they're going to pick you up. And that's been one of the most important things for this team is just our trust in each other. I know if I struggle a little bit, the next arm who comes out of the bullpen is going to pick me up, and then the offense is going to pick me up, and we'll probably win. So, you know, it's kind of been like that all year. It's super important.
What was the shatter in the locker room when you saw that 9 p.m. start on Sunday?
Well, I kind of saw it coming. I know we were playing a West Coast team, so it's all about that.